Yo, what up? So I'm participating in Silver's next civilization event. We are now on day 3 out of 5 of the purge, which means that tomorrow PvP will be turned on. The problem is that I died the day just before. Not killing me forever, but making me lose all of my stuff. Since the event will take place in 4 hours from now, I really need to know what the fastest way of mining netherite was. And I couldn't just trust these guides online, since basically all of them are saying different things. First of all, TNT mining is not a possibility since I can't make a creeper farm because mob spawn is hugely decreased in the event. Mending is also off charts because all of the nearby villagers have been killed, which restricts my possibilities to just mining straight and bed bombing, but even beds would be hard to get since sheep are pretty rare too, so I would only take the bed mining method if it was much better than the other mining methods. The first thing I wanted to check is which Y level is the best. Most people say 15, but they also say that you actually need to be looking at Y15 and keep your feet at Y14. So I'm gonna have 2 sessions of 20 minutes straight mining in each Y level to check. I've also given myself saturation and fire resistance, just so it's easier for testing purposes. The results of the test were the following: 23 ancient debris on Y14 and 19 ancient debris on Y15. After the tests, I took a couple notes though. First of all, the raw number of ancient debris was important, but not actually as important as the number of veins I found, which was still more on Y14. But there was an even more important number. The only difference between Y14 and Y15 is 1 block higher or lower, obviously. But that also means I need to see which veins of debris wouldn't be possible to find at one Y level and at the other. Compare those numbers and define which Y level is better off of that. To make it simpler, if you didn't get that, I just need to know which veins could be only visible at one Y level. And if more veins are visible on one Y level more than the other, then it's the better one. And wouldn't you know it, there was 2 more times where I found ancient debris on my feet at Y14 rather than on my head at Y15. So now I can say that I think Y14 is better, even though the tests were pretty short. But that got me to think, what if the optimal level was even deeper? But I didn't have time to check that. The event was literally going to happen in 2 minutes. So with that knowledge in my head, I just went into the event and wanted to test my strategies. But I also had one more trick up my sleeve. In these tutorials, they ask you to dig right next to the chunk border. What I'm going to do is dig 1 block away from the chunk border and then the other way around. That way I can check way more of the chunk border without missing any ancient debris. The only blocks I can see are the blocks above and below where I would have dug if I didn't do this strategy, but I think it's a good payoff. And so I have now 4 hours into the event to make myself the best stuff possible. Okay, let's mine netherite, let's go! Okay, so I have... Okay, so something I did not take into consideration is the fact that I'm friends with the guy who has the most OP pickaxe on the entire server. And, best of all, he's very smart.
Sigue, pasan lava.
Using this strategy, I ended the day with 3 pieces of netherite. The moral of the story is the fastest way to mine netherite in Minecraft is to be friends with DOINKLE. This has been proven with science, so you can say it's not true.